We are beyond stupid.
What you got, dog? What we doing tonight? Get this, bro. Nicolina came on my panel, and her name was Ernie's wife. I was like, oh my God, what in the hell?
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, man. What's going on?
Good. Good. I spent the day outside, basically watching, but trying to help when I could be helpful. I don't really know much about vehicles, but my son does have legitimate, brand new brakes all the way around his truck now, and they are the best brakes in the lot out there.
Hell yeah.
They
That's
feel
awesome.
good, man. It's, and I'm happy that we finally got it done the right way for him.
Hell yeah. At least he's safe.
Yes. Yeah. How was your day?
Just another day at the bees, man. Just
Paradise.
working. Yeah, you know it.
Just another day in paradise.
Mm-hmm.
It is great, isn't it, beyond stupid we're not. All the wonderful green. One creator made a big deal out of me giving back and buying memberships, because obviously I'm not able to do it from my live stream. I did try it, but I was able to send the money to somebody else and do it, and they made a big deal out of it. Like, oh, you have to buy your members. No, I don't have to, but that month we were getting over $2,000 in monetization. I'm like, we're going to give some back.
Mm-hmm.
And we did. I did. It's well known that Kemper doesn't get any of our monetization money. He doesn't want it. And that's why if you decide to send a Cash App, I prefer you send it to Kemper. Um, that's because like I said, he didn't get any of the monetization. We are working on building his channel too, and hopefully we'll get him monetized over there soon. Like a couple of weeks of him really putting some work into his own channel instead of this one, he'd be monetized easily, I'm sure. I know, Trixie, it's horrible. We'll get back to the subs. Um, Trixie is now being threatened. I've seen.
By who?
What's that? What's that girl who was, sending screenshots from the Mean Girl chat and then sending screenshots from her place, and basically she backstabs everybody. Who's that?
You just described
Random.
most of them, bro.
Some random name, like random something.
Oh,
Oh, it's Ash.
yeah.
Randomly
Gotcha.
skanky Ash. I don't know why she would do that, man. Like these people. Hey, Jimmy, these people are just miserable by themselves, so they try to make other people miserable too. Like, look, I'm going to make you a bad person because you said something at one time and I'm going to blackmail you with it. You're rhythm and ass. There you go. Thank you, Paisley Mamita by Felicia Moon. That rolls off the tongue, don't it? Trashly Ashley. I heard that one before. Pink Bolo in the house. Hey, Renee 56. Sandy. Blue on Black, what's going on, buddy? Blue on Black got threatened. Apparently if if you don't conform to what some people think you need to, then you just get threatened. Hell, they might dox you or anything. Just for get off my computer, moth. But just for saying something like it's damn, let people be, man. I mean, I could go in and watch somebody's chat and pick out 10 people in a heartbeat and start talking trash on them. But what good does it do? What good does it do? We are focused primarily on finishing something we started. I would say what? October, November-ish of 21.
Yeah.
You ready to get started on finishing?
I was going to say Thanksgiving-ish.
Yep. Right around that time.
Because it was around Halloween when Ernie was talking about being a werewolf.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure was.
Oh.
And there happened to have been like a full moon right around that same time. And boy, he played into that so hard.
That's his world, bro. That's what he does. That's what he do.
Mm-hmm.
Throw up some werewolf emojis here. I got some. There we go. The little wolf emoji. There you go. That's for you, Skern. I know you watching. I know. Them emojis take up 10 for each emoji. There we go. 10 characters. Werewolf. Skern dog. There's the wolfies. Let's continue where we left off last night. You ready to get it right on into it, Kemper?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Me too.
He says, you know too much of that martial arts shit. And I said, yeah. And then I knew then it was.
Okay, so what happened after that?
We drove to my mama's. We drove to my mama's, and it was I recall it might have been a Wednesday night because she had church, and as we was going up the driveway, my uncle Bruce stays at my mama's, and he put 3 shells. he turned the chamber and he put 3 shells in the chamber of that pistol and turned it around and locked it in where the first one would actually go off and it went nuts spinning. He put it to where the shell would go off. And I said, "What are you doing, Chevrolet?" And I
want y'all to pay attention to this dumbass story, where he thinks, well, he makes the claim that Shelby only puts enough shells in it for each person he's going to kill. I guess Shelby thinks he's such an expert that with a handgun that he just needs 1 shell and he's going to finish the job. Is that right? According to Ernie. I mean, dude, I've been starting to like really pay attention to this, and all of this is just Ernie making up shit. It sounds like just bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like all this stuff, him riding with Shelby, and these stories about running into the lady with the coach purse and all that stuff. Man, horse shit. Come on, man. What is that that one lady likes to say? Mess me with that bullshit.
started thinking in. I counted 3 shells. My mama, Bruce, and me. And that was what came to my mind. I knew then something had to be done. So we're going up the hill. I got his mind off something. I can't remember what I told him. He laid the gun in. And I was looking back and I said, "What is this bag?" Because I knew then something was really, really up. So when I reached back, I think I reached back to try to move the bag or something. He put the gun down and he went.
Hey, how do you spell wretched?
Oh, gosh. I don't even know the proper spelling.
Somebody throw that in the chat. How do you spell wretched? He retched back.
R-E-T-C-E.
No. So I was like, kept going because I was drawing his attention off of it. And I kept reaching back like I was going to get that bag. And then when we pulled up and we parked in my, down below the hill there. There's like a little spot right beside my Uncle Joe's. And we parked there. And he got out. I said, "I'm just going to look this bag up fast." He got out and run. Well, the gun was there. So I got out of the car when he opened that door there.
Now, Hero, why didn't you just grab the gun?
Mm-hmm. While you're training.
Instead, he locks the gun in the car, right? This dude, man, his stories are so wild and unbelievable. Like, really? You would have to be a complete idiot if you're sitting on that jury and you believe this moron.
He knew something had to be done.
Yeah. Reached back.
Shit.
He already had it. He already shut the door and got his bag out. And I'd hit the lock button. And he said, No, I need to put this back in. Then I knew he was going for that gun. He was wanting to, but the door was locked and I wasn't doing it. I said, "Dude," "what's wrong with you, man?" I said, "Wait, why are you trying to do that?" So I had to kind of start thinking like what a criminal would think like, and just years of experience and knowing how to kind of like deter situations. I kind of start saying, "Dude, it's the end of the month anyway. Ain't nobody got no damn money." "Oh man, you're right. We need to do this now." So anyway, we went to my mama's house and my brother tried his best to get her to ride with us to church so we could take her to church. And I said, "No," I said, "Dub's already coming over and she rides with him." And it was right at church time. And I finally confessed, and I tried to give hints to my uncle what was going on, but Chevrolet would follow me everywhere I go. And I was sitting there like, "Bruce," and Bruce was asking some crazy questions. I thought he's getting ready to get killed because he was like, "Well, what are you boys doing up here? There's some reason you're up here. There's some reason that you're up here. Something's going on." And I was sitting there like, "You idiot." And I was trying to give him facial expressions to shut up. Because, I tried to let off numerous hints, but I couldn't. And finally got Chevrolet back out of there, and then we pretty much got him to leave and everything. But when we got back to Harlan, he was chanting. He was like, "All these lawyers, you're friends with all these cops. They're your buddies. They're your friends. Russell Allred. Johnny Turner real good. Jeff Brock. Henry Johnson."
These last 3 or 4 there he's naming off are lawyers.
Isn't Bruce like
the Russell Allred, Johnny Turner, and then he starts naming off judges, Jeff Brock, and I can't remember what he said, but
isn't Bruce like one of the Maddens?
Huh?
Isn't Bruce a Madden?
Yeah, there is a Bruce Madden. Did
Is
he
that
say
who he's
Bruce?
talking? He's mentioned Bruce a couple times, and it was him, his mama, and Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce. That's Bruce Madden. That's his uncle.
Okay.
Mama's a Madden.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
And that's the reason why Amber is a Madden, because Amber will tell you they didn't know who her daddy was, so she took her mommy's maiden name, Madden.
You got money. You're going to take me to their house. I said, Chevrolet, I said, I've not been in Harlan over 4 or 5 years, man. I don't know these people no more. I mean, I know them as acquaintances, in which, I do know them, but I don't know where they live and, where their residence or nothing's at.
That means you know of them, Ernie. Like you know them about like you know Lori, unless you've been to Lori's house. Like you know people, you're full of shit. They may know who you are because of all the outlandish stories you tell and that you're a liar, but you don't know. Like that was a flex right there. I do know them. No, you don't. Shut up, bitch.
And he's like, yeah, you do too. And he says, all it's going to be is you're going to take me to their houses and we're going to run up and I'm going to knock on doors. So they open the door, I'm going to barge them in and I'm going to take their money, make them give me their money. And he says,
barge them in.
Is it me or is he like, is this obvious?
This is him making it up as he goes. Yep. As he goes.
That's why he can't remember it.
Yep.
I'm going to kill him. And that's what it was. And I said, Chevrolet.
Every time he starts getting done or finishes a story or a storyline, he throws his hands up. Watch. He says, I'm going to kill him. And then he goes, that's what it was. And then watch him right after that. He throws his hands up.
And we're going to run up and I'm going to knock on doors. So they open the door, I'm going to barge them in and I'm going to take their money, make them give me their money. And he says, I'm going to kill them. And that's what it was.
Did he learn how to barge them in?
And I said,
in part of his training?
Probably.
Like, come on, Ernie.
I'm going to barge them in, right? Yeah. Yeah. That book he plans on writing, hopefully he's going to have somebody else like dictate it and somebody else actually write it and Ernie just shut up.
So he's going to write that shit in prison. He's going to have his cellmate write it.
The Chronicles of a Shell.
Oh, shit.
A boy named Shell.
It'll be written in Harlan Hood Rat. Sorry.
Hey.
If it was in Cott County, I would have said the same, man. Come on.
I know, that's why I let you buy with it. We're fighting gogs.
Yes, sir. You know it.
Why are you doing this for? What is it? I said, because Shelby, at the point when he got out of prison last time, he did not do no drugs, and Shelby was a real bad drug addict, and he said he don't do drugs no more. His new high is killing, and that's what he said. That's exactly what he said.
So who was driving the car?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
And at some point, do you start heading out of Harlan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when you're heading out of Harlan, does something happen at that point in time? Did you inform the detective?
Yes, sir.
What happened when you're heading out of
There
Harlan?
was a girl with her it looked like about 2-3-year-old son, was walking around. I think she had a Coach purse or some kind of purse because it had the big old C's or something on it. And I think he seen that and he said, "Damn, what a lick." I said, "What do you mean by that?" He said, "Damn, what a lick." I said, "Well, this fool's come to his senses." That's what I was thinking, I just thought he was a big.
Okay. Damn, what a lick. And I was thinking, this fool's come to his senses. What does damn what a lick mean? How does that lead you to thinking this fool has come to his senses? What do you think that meant, Ernie? Damn, what a lick.
And it's funny that this lawyer's heard this story, so that means Ernie's been telling this story.
Yeah.
He's like, wasn't there something else that happened? Ernie's like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Like, Ernie, dude, you got to make it a believable story.
Now, look, the place he's talking about where this happens at, the intersection where the Huddle House is there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you stopped at the intersection and then proceeded to go, it's going to take 10 seconds or less. Like all this stuff he describes, absolutely no way all that can take place going through that intersection.
Like Shelby was going to do something right there at that intersection anyway.
Yes, like he's going to do something right there.
Right.
The police station is literally 500 feet to the right. The city police station is right there.
Phase and stuff. And it's right at the Huddle House where the lights are at as he's coming out. And, you know, the road that comes around, and there's like the four-way there. And the lights are there. And I was sitting there looking, and I thought there was an undercover cop behind me, a couple cars behind me. It was an old gray Crown Victoria, and I was like, well, that's an undercover cop. And if anything happens, I can, you know, do something and get attention and then go from there. But he rolled the window down, and he said, after he said, damn, what a lick, he said, he pointed the gun at. I said, well, what are you going to do? He says,
roll the window down.
Oh, shit.
Said, damn, what a lick. And then Ernie says, he goes, what are you going to do, Shelby? Listen to this. All this taking place at the intersection where you just stop and go. It's a four-way stop.
Thank God there's a Crown Victoria a couple cars behind. So he can handle his business and then go from there, right?
Look how hard he's thinking on how to do
this. Shit.
It's just going to be pop, pop, pull over. And I said, what are you going to do, Shelby? You shoot it right? He said, no, it's.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna let the story go, and then we're gonna come back and dissect it.
Nothing and get attention, and then go from there. But he rolled the window down, and he said, after he said, damn, what a lick, he said, he pointed the gun at. I said, well, what are you gonna do? He said, it's just gonna be pop, pop, pull over. And I said, what are you gonna do, Shelby? You shoot it right? He said, no, it's gonna be pop, pop. He said, the first one's for the kid. And when he said that, it really, I mean, it hit my head hard. It's like, I mean, I took oaths and stuff before in the past, and I was like, why the kid? He said, that way I don't have a chance to grow up and go to hell. And
see him look to the jury right there?
Yes. It's all for effect.
So as you keep driving?
No, yes, I was driving, but it was coming closer, and as you put the weapon down, his funny bone was like right on the end of the thing, and he had the pistol. And the girl, I don't know why she didn't move, but she's like, and she could see it, and I seen him lay the hammer back, and I was watching his hand pull that, and I said, I got to do something. And I stoned the gas, and I about got T-boned, and I tried to get T-boned. Yeah. And as we was going up and everything, he was like, man, what'd you do? And he looked at me and said, thank you, brother. And I said, what's wrong with you fool? And he's like, man, I can't believe that. And I said, what's going on? And he said, I didn't have enough. He said, I want to thank you, man. He says, I didn't have enough ammunition. There's too many witnesses.
You see him throw his hands up?
Yep.
Watch this. Right? He says, I didn't have enough ammunition. There was too many witnesses. Watch his body language, how he throws his hands up, looks at the jury like, can you believe that shit? Watch this.
Enough. He said, I want to thank you, man. He says, I didn't have enough ammunition. There's too many witnesses. So as we was going back up, we got pulled over on 119. I can't remember the location.
All right, let's talk about his little story there for a minute. Okay. So he's pulling up. Yeah, he took some oaths. OAFFs. He took some oaths in the past. He's pulling up to the intersection. I'm telling you, Kipper, next time you come down here for Ernie's trial, I'm going to drive you down there and show you that intersection. They've actually put in a what they call them, roundabout now.
Mm-hmm.
But before, it was just a little four-way stop intersection. All right. No way. But he's telling these outlandish stories. Hang on just a second. Let me get this. Thank you, Bama GC Mama, for the 1999 super sticker. Appreciate that so much. he's saying as he pulls up, he sees the undercover cop. All this is going on. He sees the coach purse with a C on it. Pull over. You can't. There's nowhere to pull over. There's no right there at that intersection. There was no what do they call the lane there, emergency lane. There's nothing like that. You can't pull over.
Right.
It's not a side street where there's parking spots. There ain't no pulling over. You come to the stop sign, you go through. And then he tried to get T-boned, right?
Right.
Shelby's funny bone was sitting on the console. But he had the gun outside the window. How's that work? If his funny bone sitting on the console, because he is left-handed, the gun, which he wouldn't be shooting with the right, he's going to be shooting with the left because he's left-handed, and the gun's on the console. He's got his funny bone on the console. But when he's got the gun out the window with the right hand, right? Both. How's that work? And the woman sees it and goes, how does that work? It don't work. Not enough time. And of course there was no crime committed at that intersection.
Mm-mm.
But there's a crime being committed right there with that little weasel sitting on that witness stand right there is committing perjury.
Mm-hmm.
Just to try to convict his brother.
Get attention off of him.
Yeah. I recorded his brother. His own words. And I told, to the best of my memory, his own words, what he told to me. According, what I recorded. Ernie's making shit up. Making it up. And you can see that. I think I missed somewhere. Hey, mystery lady. Jimbo, when Ern was lying his ass off, what was the look on Shelby's face? I didn't see the trial part, and you can't see Shelby in the footage. I'll tell you now, from any of the, which I can't find any of it now, but any of the news footage that showed Shelby, and the entire time I was on the witness stand, because I looked Shelby dead in the face. He just had a stone cold look on his face. Now, there's a couple times during the trial where he tries to play lawyer, and he wants to go talk to the judge and everything. Have you seen those parts, Kemper?
I don't recall offhand, dude.
Yeah, he wants to talk to the judge, and his lawyers are like, no, Shelby, you sit down. And the judge is like, listen to your lawyers, Mr. Shell. Listen to your attorneys. So, but yeah, I mean, they're both idiots. Completely.
Mm-hmm.
But that little story right there, man, is impossible to happen at that intersection. Impossible. Pop, pop, he said, for the little boy. Don't let him grow up. Didn't have enough ammunition. Who are you going to kill, Ern or Shelby?
Who?
I mean, I don't believe that part ever took place.
No, that was part of Ernie's imagination.
Yes, I 100% believe that.
Mm-hmm.
100% believe it. All right, let's listen to some more.
There was a roadblock, and Danny Cottle and I can't remember the other officer.
Now the roadblock is true. That this happened because Danny Cottle, the state trooper, did come up and testify that he saw Ernie and Shelby at the roadblock that night.
Danny Cottle. Who's Danny Cottle?
Danny Cottle was a state trooper.
State trooper.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a roadblock of state police officers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you approach the roadblock?
Yes, and
were you still driving?
yes, sir.
Okay, your car?
Yes, sir.
Who was with you?
What car was he driving?
His car.
Uh-huh. That's funny.
Yeah,
Okay. And you said you mentioned Danny Cottle, a state trooper.
yes, sir.
Why do you mention his name? Was he there?
I've known Danny Cottle for years, and yeah, he was there.
Okay. Did you have an interaction with him?
Yes, sir.
Can you
You-
describe that for us?
Well, usually when I approach any kind of roadblock, I had a name for fighting and being a professional boxer. People just wave me through. The police say just like, "Hey, man, we just wave you through because they know nothing's there." This time he stuck his
Thank you,
head
Bama GC Mama.
through the window. He's like the window.
I'll
He's
send him a
actually stuck his
cash
head
app.
through there. But before he did, my brother, he said, "We're gonna get stopped." He rushed back there and got a jacket or something and covered his arms where his tattoos wouldn't be visible. And as he was sitting there, he's like, he had the pistol up under his thigh. I think it was sitting on there up under his thigh, and he had his hand like this up under it. And I guess he had his hand up on the handle. But we pulled up, and I was like, oh my gosh. So when we pulled up, and he stuck his head through, and I seen it, Danny. Well, I knew, I was like, okay, cool. He's like, well, hey man, what are you doing? You been fighting again? What are you doing? He said. Then he looked over and he said, where you guys coming from? I said, well, we just come from the families. We just come visit the family. And I was trying to give him signals, but it was dark, and I couldn't really do nothing about it because it was right beside him. He was, him, and I just couldn't do it. And then as he motions it's over, but this time I'm about to start sweating, and I'm sitting there holding it in, just from prior training that I've had, just with interrogations and things.
Now, where in the hell he get training at with interrogations and things? Lying little scumbucket, dude.
Yep. That's all he did.
I'm driving up
oh gosh.
the road, and he looks over and he says, man, he said, you really do know all these police officers. I said, it's just, comes with territory or something like that. And he said,
Comes with territory. Let me tell you something. When the prosecution is done with him and they have no further questions for this lying little bastard, the defense puts Ernie on trial. They impeach his testimony. They show that he doesn't have any training with interrogations. He doesn't have any prior training that he's claiming. They have proof that he doesn't have it. And there's no rebuttal from the prosecution. So they impeach his testimony. And if you're sitting on a jury and this unbelievable cocksucker is telling this unbelievable story, and then they prove to you that he's a known liar, then you don't believe anything he said the whole time. In my opinion. If I'm a juror, I don't believe a damn word he said after I hear what the prosecution or the defense says. And we'll let you make up your own mind. We'll do a little poll at the end.
said, well, you just saved his effing life. And I said, what do you mean by that? He said, I started just to reach down. And he said, I already have a hand down. He said, I started just come up and shoot right across your face. I said, you know what you.
So here we go.
Mm-hmm.
He was not going to shoot the woman and the little boy at the intersection because he didn't have enough ammunition. But he was going to kill a state trooper and start a firefight in the roadblock by a bunch of state troopers.
And shoot across his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Make it make sense, man. Make
Some
it make
bullshit.
sense. It's getting deep in here. Need those size 8 boots, bro. Can I borrow them?
Probably hit me. And, just trying to get his mind off stuff, just not in particular that, trying to put loved ones in a way of innocent victims. Because, I was thinking, hey, this man, he may still have a heart somewhere.
Danny would have
But then he said, no. He said, it wouldn't hurt you. It might have deepened you a little bit. But he said, I started to blow his motherfucking brain. And that's exactly what you said.
Okay.
And he said, you saved his life.
Now, I may have asked you this before, and if so, I apologize, but I have a terrible memory, okay?
He don't have no terrible
So the
memory.
person that you've been with in this car, you've stated it was Shelby Shell. Is that
Shelby
correct?
Shell.
and the person that you stated has told you that they killed Ronnie King, person Shelby Shell. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Shelby Shell is your brother, is that
Yes, sir.
right? And one last time, or the first time, is that Shelby Shell, the defendant sitting here in this courtroom?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have no further questions. Pass the witness.
Cross-examination.
Here's where it gets good.
Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun.
Blue on black, you're absolutely correct. Danny Cottle would have killed them both.
Just a second. She's
Shelby
getting
pulled a gun.
water. You can go ahead and start. She can bring it out.
In a heartbeat. He would have killed them both. In my opinion.
Just for the record, again, your name's Ernie Shell. Is that Ernest, Earnest? Or
Yes,
without
I
a name?
spell it different ways, but yes, it's EARNEST.
Your nest.
And what's your date of birth?
12/31/79.
So you're the older brother.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you share the same father?
Yes, ma'am.
No, you're disowned.
Yeah.
Did share the same father.
Sherry.
And you mentioned a little bit that you make masks. Are those Jason masks?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that I'm going to ask some questions that you may be like, that's kind of dumb, but we're trying to tell everybody
Yes,
the
ma'am.
background, right?
What kind of mask did you say?
Hockey mask.
What kind of mask?
Hockey
Jason masks,
Jason
hockey masks. That's related to the Friday the 13th movies.
Yes, ma'am.
And you make those
Yep.
for collectors?
Yes, I make them for collectors and the Friday the 13th Hall of Fame for the new video game release. I made all the masks for the video game they used in. I think.
He can't go without telling he's in the damn non-existence, fake ass Friday the 13th Hall of Fame.
Right.
That's if anybody can show me the actual Friday the 13th Hall of Fame
With Ernie Shell's name in it.
to me, we'll share it on here and
Hell yeah, we'll celebrate it.
Story, Ern.
The mocaps and all the physical actions.
Have you ever used a handle or an online nickname
I know where this is going.
promote your mask?
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
And is the killer inside one of the handles that you use?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you made
Yeah,
videos
you
about the
put him on
killer
the water.
inside?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you involved with a horror convention in Knott County?
Yes, ma'am.
And so horror and Friday the 13th movies, those are the kind of things that some people would call hobbies, but it's more than just a hobby for you.
Yes, to a point. It was. It's not now.
Have
Not
you
anymore.
ever
Fucking killed somebody,
written a
right?
screenplay,
A screenplay.
like for a movie or a TV show?
No, I've got one coming out.
What show have you got coming out?
It's a new slasher film. It's a whole new genre of things.
New John.
So a new,
It's nothing to do with Friday the 13th.
okay, but a new slasher horror type movie.
Yeah.
What do you do? Kill a man?
Are you currently
Burn
employed
it down.
outside of your Jason mask business?
I was until this.
Okay. And what was your last employment?
Queen City Railroad.
Hmm?
You mentioned in
Queen
testimony
City
that you've been
Railroad.
a bounty hunter.
Been a bounty hunter.
Okay. Were you licensed?
Yes, ma'am.
And what states do you?
State of Tennessee.
licensed in? Tennessee.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you ever a deputy in Tennessee?
No, ma'am. I was a corrections officer.
I forgot about this part.
Chief corrections officer in Southern County Community Corrections.
You were not chief corrections officer.
Mm-mm.
You were a security officer. We got the paperwork to prove it, homeboy.
Debunk.
Yeah, because you never got that fake degree that you wanted, right, Ern?
Can you state that county again for the record?
Sullivan County Community Corrections, Kingsport.
So
You know,
you've
back to
never
the
claimed
water.
to be a Campbell County Sheriff's deputy.
Campbell County.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about right here.
Yeah, let's back that up. Now, so you never claimed to be a Campbell County Sheriff's deputy, they ask. And he thinks about it. He's like, Campbell County? No. If you've never been a sheriff's deputy anywhere, the answer is no, right off the bat, right?
Right.
Just no. Not, let me think, Campbell County? No. The answer is no.
You're not gonna have to think.
Right. Just like with rap, no means no. No. Listen to this.
The record.
Sullivan County Community Corrections, Kingsport.
So you've never claimed to be a Campbell County Sheriff's deputy?
Campbell County, no.
Campbell County. No.
Constance Sue, it was good hearing you today,
You've
lady.
never had a Campbell County Sheriff's deputy ID badge, for example?
I'm glad you're back.
It sure was. Hey, Constance.
Campbell County.
He's still thinking about what?
And you've never claimed to be a Campbell County Sheriff's deputy?
Campbell County, no.
You've never had a Campbell County Sheriff's deputy ID badge, for example?
Campbell County.
No. Okay.
Why do you have to think about it, bro? Like, it blows my mind.
Hi, Sue.
Hey, Stormy. Why do you have to think about it so hard? It's a simple answer. If you've never been to damn deputy, you've never had a damn security badge there, the answer is no.
He's never been any of the shit. So he's sitting here, like, no, good and damn well he ain't done nothing.
Yeah, what he's thinking is, who the hell did I tell this to? I got to make sure I haven't told somebody that told somebody that told somebody that told them.
Which Facebook post is it? Did I say Campbell County in that one?
Damn right. Damn right. He's a liar, man. You don't think about it. Dude, I've never played in the NBA, okay? We know this. So if you ask me, Jimbo, have you ever played in the NBA? I'm going to say no. Now, if your follow-up question is, did you ever play for the Chicago Bulls? My answer is not going to be Chicago Bulls. No. The answer is still no. And that's why you ain't credible, Ernie. You lying little. Oh.
And you don't claim to have ever been a sheriff's deputy in Tennessee or Kentucky?
Never been a sheriff's deputy nowhere.
There it is.
Finally.
Have you ever claimed to work for a fugitive recovery team?
I've owned my own fugitive recovery team.
No, you can't stop. I own my own fugitive recovery team.
Your own
Me,
fugitive
myself,
Pretty
and
much,
I.
yeah, I don't have no.
Listen here. She follows up and he goes, pretty much. Well, I had it. I don't have it now. Listen to this. He gets caught in a lie and then he backtracks every time. Watch.
Have you ever claimed to work for a fugitive recovery team?
I've owned my own fugitive recovery team.
You have your own fugitive recovery
Pretty much, yeah, I don't have no more.
Okay. And did your fugitive recovery team work for a law enforcement agency?
No.
That was your own private
Bail
enterprise?
bonds. No, we just set up our own teams, different bounty hunters. It's licensed. They come together and we team up and we.
What's your license number in Tennessee?
Well, the whips out his badge number here. Can't find it. I will say that I'm missing chat because I'm in another window watching so I can pause and stuff. So, hello to everybody in chat. If you came in late, I'm sorry if I missed you. We appreciate every single one of you for being here. Thank you so much. And here, after we pause it, I'll be able to look at chat a little better, and we will communicate with you guys a little better. Sorry that we're kind of just playing the video right now and going over his testimony. We're certainly missing a lot of chat. We apologize for that.
I don't think I have the card, but you look it up online. So there's an online thing for it.
Well, they have looked it up, Ernie.
Oh, that's Texas Services.
They looked it up, boy, and you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
My TAP BA number, let's see, at the time was 115-755-099. It was a license number. But I actually have the NPIR, which is the National Producer Insurance Rate number for bail bonds ones. I actually have one of those, but it was expired in December, my birthday, December 31st, 2018.
He's nervous. You can't even remember his birthday.
Yeah.
I just want to see the card.
I don't, you see the old card? Yeah, I've got it yet.
That's the old card he carries around and gets
My
his
TAP
discount.
BA.
And they know about those damn templates in the
But you got to look
computer.
at other.
They sure do. He don't know it yet,
Yep.
but that card right there, that's how he goes around claiming he's military or police.
Mhm.
He shows them that card and says, "You give military, police discount, first responders discount."
He sure
That's how
does.
you-
I was gonna say I found a live the other day with him asking that
Yeah,
while he was at a restaurant. Yep.
yeah,
Sure
he
did.
sure does. Everywhere he goes, he'll ask for
That's
that discount.
stolen valor.
Sure as hell is, because he was never in the military.
He's not a first
NC State
responder.
Guard don't count.
All right.
Online. I don't have yet. The EMP hour I don't have.
You on there, Aaron? You sleepy?
Do you mind if we make a copy of this?
Too much water.
Yeah. You look at it, man. I mean,
That's outdated.
when the prosecution was asking him questions, not a single drink of water. Like he is sucking on that water like it's going out style over there.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Phil Amick or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's Phil's Peter.
That's all I have left.
While we're getting that copy, you mentioned boxing.
Look at it.
I think I thought that you were into wrestling and MMA, but did you say you were a professional boxer also?
I was a professional boxer in Indiana. Had 4 fights.
Indiana.
Is there any licensing for boxers in Indiana?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have your license?
There's an online license agency. I've not done it in 16 years. Actually, it's going to start back here in April. They offered me a professional fight, and
Liar. He ain't got no professional fight lined up. Hey, my dear wife wants to say something, folks.
Hi, everybody. I know I've not really been on here much. My doctor's put me on some new medicine. She's changed my medicine a little bit. And, I have to let it get in my system. But it's been wrote through my therapist. I'm not on no kind of street drug or anything like that. But I come in here to make a point.
You don't have to explain that, baby.
No, but I come in here to say, Nicolina, since you want to start a fight with me, let's do this. Tell your husband she's getting dick down in Dallas. And we all know who lives in Dallas. Tell him to listen to that song. He might learn what his wife is doing. Because
I think he's the one going out and finding some poon somewhere. Because
I'm pretty sure she's doing the one in Dallas.
I don't think Thelma's been paying attention. They at each other's toe a little bit.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Might be a show though.
It must be she missed a date with him.
Maybe.
Getting a little off on those.
Miss Thelma's making some homemade chili tonight.
I am.
And I'm going to eat it after 1 a.m. What do you think about that, Kemper? You going to get something coming up from the basement?
Nicolina, does that make me a bad mother? Oh my God, it's 1 a.m. and I haven't got dinner ready, but they've had McDonald's and everything, and they're not even hungry.
Get in there, baby.
And anytime you want to drive up this driveway, come on.
All right. Yeah, Thelma's feeling a little funky tonight, boys. She's ready to whoop somebody out. What? Of course, it would have to happen on our property. We, going out looking for nothing like other people. All right, let's get back to old Skern the Lie Dog here.
Knoxville under John Faust, and I was going to be reissued a new license.
Okay. To get a license to fight professionally, pretty much all you do is show up to the fight, pass the physical, pay the $15, $20, whatever it is nowadays, and guess what? You have a license. You are a licensed professional fighter. I know this. I've been through it 300-400 times with people getting their license and helping them.
But you also do participate in MMA and wrestling?
I'm one of the founders in Kentucky of mixed martial arts.
No, you didn't found shit, Ernie.
And did Jimbo Collins or James Collins also participate in that with you?
Yes.
Yeah, I owned it. I already used my
In
note.
MMA and wrestling, I guess To put it simply, were you a good guy or a bad guy?
And MMA and wrestling. In MMA, there's no really a good guy or bad guy. I mean, wrestling is the one that portrays. I've worked both sides.
So you promote and tell stories about the wrestlers and grow your brand. Is that something that you do?
No, I never promoted wrestling.
Okay.
Only
No.
MMA.
What did he just say? Under oath?
Something about promoting MMA.
He said, I've never promoted wrestling,
Oh yeah,
only MMA.
144 fights.
He told an officer that arrested him while he was promoting wrestling in 2011 that was his 174th wrestling promotion. How did he forget all those? Let's hear that again. We can impeach little Skern Dog again right here. Keep lying, Ernie. Keep lying. We catching it every time. He said he's never promoted wrestling. Under oath, he says this.
So you promote and tell stories about the wrestlers and grow your brand. Is that something that you do?
No, I never promoted wrestling.
Okay.
There it was. I've never promoted wrestling. We know he did. He got arrested for it, right?
Only MMA. And at the time, it was not called mixed martial arts. It was called NHB. No holds barred.
No, it was called mixed martial arts, Ernie. You didn't know shit about it. You let people fight with clothes and boots on and stuff.
Reality Fighting Championship was the name of the company when I first done it in Harlan, Kentucky.
It's not a company, Ernie. You didn't have no LLC. You didn't have no license. It's not a company.
And you've
Cooper, did you just now pop back in?
Yep.
That's why you didn't answer my question a minute ago, huh?
Yeah. Sorry.
You hear it?
About.
Well, Ernie was saying that he had never promoted wrestling.
Yep.
Are you busy?
You got a live stream going. What you need, bud?
Oh, I was thinking you might want to mute. It's not really super sensitive or anything.
Yeah, I don't have to mute for that.
I know.
He's thinking about getting the Dodge Challenger. You're good. He's a working man. Get whatever the hell he wants, right? He's paying for it. He can buy whatever he wants. It's kind of sensitive, he said. That's my son right there now. See the big trouble we have here at the Collins household?
Right.
Dad, you might want to mute. Shit. Oh, my God. Yeah, he actually placed his hand on the Bible and swore that he was telling the truth. I guess that little wrestling event just skipped his mind, right?
Right. Because it happened before that.
Didn't even remember it, bro.
Yep.
His chat froze. We haven't seen. There's been one message, couple messages. Yeah, there's not many here, huh? You got some coming in though. It's working. Come on, chat, y'all. Don't let me and Kipper have all the fun.
Good night, Jimmy.
Night, Jimmy. I don't know if Jimmy texted me wanting his membership money. Let's see. No, I don't see it. If you wanted to get your membership money for your things, I got a little bit of money left on Cash App, buddy. Just let me know. Get out, buddy.
promoted in Bluefield, West Virginia also.
Yes, that was a wrestling thing.
Oh, listen here. They called him right out on it.
No, I never promoted wrestling.
There it was. I never promoted wrestling. Let me back it up just a tad more.
And at the time, it was not called mixed martial arts. It was called.
To put it simply, were you a good guy or a bad guy?
And MMA and wrestling. In MMA, there's no really a good guy or bad guy. I mean, wrestling is the one that portrays. I've worked both sides.
So you promote and tell stories about the wrestlers and grow your brand. Is that something that you do?
No, I never promoted wrestling.
Never promoted
Only MMA. And at the time, it was not called mixed martial arts. It was called NHB. No holds barred.
But that cocky
Reality Fighting Championship was the name of the company when I first done it in Harlan, Kentucky.
And you've promoted in Bluefield, West Virginia also.
Yes, that was a wrestling thing. That was a co-promotions.
No, Ernie, wasn't no co-promotions. You had a booker. You were the promoter, right? Ain't that what he said on the Easy's channel the other day? Ernie was the promoter, and he had a booker. Boy, he's just a liar, ain't he?
Mm-hmm. All day long.
In Bluefield, West Virginia.
And you hired off-duty police officers to do security for your event, correct?
Yes.
And you failed to pay the wrestlers, correct?
Yes.
And those police.
Your Honor, may we approach?
We smiling for her. You got caught, didn't you? Your Honor, may we approach? Here we go. Here's after the approach.
May I say something?
No. If there's a question, you can respond to it.
Okay. You didn't let me finish the.
You'll have a chance, I'm sure.
Okay.
May I say something?
May I say something?
No. If there's a question, you can respond to it.
Okay. You didn't let me finish the.
You'll have a chance, I'm sure.
Okay, that's fine.
Now I have some maybe dumb questions, but you're Shelby's brother, so thought I'd ask you while you're here. Do you know where Shelby lived in 2013, thereabouts that February?
In Berea.
Okay. Do you know who he lived with?
He lived with his wife,
Do you know her name?
Laura.
Do you know?
He knows.
I have no idea. I can't
Wife,
remember.
Michelle.
You are. No, Ernie. No.
Did you have a romantic relationship with Ronnie King?
With who?
With Ronnie King.
I never met Ronnie King.
You never
Liar.
Never met Ronnie King.
Did you have a romantic relationship with Jimbo Collins?
No.
You've never kissed him.
Hell no.
Do you have sex with other men?
No.
Okay. Remember when I first saw this part of the video, Kemper, and I told you that shit was dead? And did I offer to hide that and not play it?
No.
No. Yeah. So all you little lying mother effers that said I tried to hide shit, the whole trial was on my channel, on our channel. Whole trial. Every bit of it.
So you don't claim to be bisexual or gay?
No.
And you don't have a profile on Lifebout?
No.
He's quick
Did
on
you
him,
date
though.
Laura before Shelby married her?
Yes.
Have you dated Pam Ray Stidham?
No.
He just said he didn't know Laura's name and couldn't remember it, right?
Yeah.
And then he finds out 2 minutes later, she questions him and he says he dated her before Shelby married her. Listen.
Did you date Laura before Shelby married her?
Yes.
Have you dated Pam Ray Stidham?
No.
Have you dated Lucinda, Cindy, Lay?
You see him roll his eyes? That's his alibi, bro. He's rolling his eyes. Your alibi, Ernie. Watch him roll his eyes while they talk about Lucinda, Cindy Lay.
Dated Lucinda, Cindy, Lay.
I roll.
Yes.
Have you dated Amanda Brown, Amanda Gaylor?
Dated her, my wife.
There you go. Amanda, my wife, or I dated her. That was his wife. And guess who she dated right after he got out of prison? Shelby Shell. Guess who she was sleeping with, admittedly on Ernie's channel, while Shelby was supposedly contemplating the murder of Ronnie King. That's right. Cheating on his wife with Shelby Shell. And this is Ernie's ex-wife. Ain't that a twisted up bunch of inbred shit, bro?
Yeah.
And
It
he
is.
even says it, dated or my wife. He's proud of it.
They shared a couple of women besides their sister.
Oh yeah. Look, he is proud to say dated or my wife. Watch him.
Have you dated Amanda Brown, Amanda Gaylor?
Dated or my wife, ex-wife.
Either one works.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You went to Marvin Lipford with your story about Shelby first, correct?
Yes.
Incorrect, Ernie. Went to Chris Brewer first. Chris Brewer sent us to Marvin Lipford. Ernie knows he's called a bunch of lies. Look at him. Look how mad he is.
That kind of got me off my topic, so I'll go back over to it.
See his Twitch
reported, I'm just going to bring up some things that you reported when you spoke with Marvin and spoke
Yeah,
with
he's
Detective
mad.
Morgan.
He's mad.
Oh, he's fired up, bro.
And he can't explain it because they won't let him. He can't do his normal thing.
Kathy, he did marry his son's mom at one point. I don't know how long they're married, their actual marriage lasted, but yes, they were married at some point. Not for a long time, though. Do me a favor, y'all. Put a member emoji if you got a member. Put the Ernie handcuffed emoji. And if you're not a member, put any emoji, fist bump, whatever. If you think Ernie is pissed off right here.
Oh, yeah, he's mad.
Mm.
Like I said, he can't explain it. He's like, can I say something? And she was like, no, blah, blah, blah. So he's sitting here gnawing at the bit, wanting to be able to say, well, this, blah, 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 blah. And he can't.
He doesn't even realize it, that they've already established that he's a liar. And then now that they've established he's a liar, they are going to show proof when they show his life out profile. And they show his fake ID badges that he made on his computer that he thought he shot up. They are going to impeach his testimony. And this is why Shelby did not get convicted, even though he confessed.
You reported that a bookshelf was turned over, and that Shelby searched for a book that was full of money.
It was a secret hidden compartment book is what I heard. So that's all I know. There was really not really much going on with that.
What does he mean by that, Kemper? Really not much going on with that. Does that mean he didn't find no money in that bookshelf?
Probably. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Except for he just stated that. He didn't describe the book. He just said it was one of those compartment book things.
You said that Shelby was wearing your backpack and your SWAT boots. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, he had my bag. I don't know if he had my backpack or not. It was a backpack. It's just a little black bag.
Right there, he just said, yes, they had Ernie's boots on, right?
Yep.
Backpack. It's just a little black bag.
You said that Shelby was wearing your backpack and your SWAT boots. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, he had my bag. I don't know if he had my backpack or not. It was a backpack. It just.
He don't know if he had the backpack, but he definitely did not dispute he had Ernie's SWAT boots on, right? Those big bad size 8s.
Just a little black bag.
At one point, it's possible that you may have told them that Cindy was Shelby's girlfriend. Do you think you could have been mistaken?
After it was over, I mean, I guess he contacted her and weaved her in. I don't know. But she contacted me and told me a bunch of stuff with Chevrolet. I don't even know that even part of it. I don't remember talking about that.
So in February of 2013, at the time that this murder was being investigated, Lucinda Cindy Lay was at times in a relationship with you, correct?
Yes.
You said that Shelby thought his fingerprints were on the door.
The door or the blinds one. It was the blinds mostly he had touched.
And you said that he cleaned the blood or tried to clean up the blood.
I'm not buying this, bro.
Nope.
The door, he says the door or the blinds one. And then he doesn't say Shelby said. He just says it was the blinds mostly that he touched. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's listen to that. Listen close. He doesn't say Shelby said it. He just says it was the blinds mostly that he touched.
13. At the time that this murder was being investigated, Lucinda Cindy Lay was at times in a relationship with you, correct?
Yes.
You said that Shelby thought his fingerprints were on the door.
Here we go.
The door or the blinds one. It was the blinds mostly he had touched.
Right there. Let's talk about that. Seriously, bro. What the hell? That's the biggest slip up is I didn't go back.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this guy just said he didn't say Shelby said it. He said it was the door or the blinds one. And then he continued and said it was the blinds mostly that he touched. Now, if Shelby's confessing to Ernie, now, do you think that he specifically said, Ernie, I touched the blinds more than I touched the door? No. Wow. Wow moments all over your testimony, Aaron. Maybe there needs to be an independent prosecutor look at this somewhere. Maybe they would look at it. Madison County judge would look at it and say, huh, maybe we have a killer here. A killer inside.
Yeah.
And you said that he cleaned the blood or tried to clean up the blood.
I can't remember. I can't recall.
Okay. Would it be?
Can't remember. Can't recall. You don't remember that Shelby said that, right, Ernie? I can't remember that Shelby said that. I can't recall Shelby saying that. That's not what he's saying.
Yeah.
Fair that if you don't recall and I say that you said he cleaned up the blood, that's probably true. I don't want to replay it. I've got a transcript to refresh your memory, though, if you'd like. True. If you don't recall and I say that you said he cleaned up the blood. You said that Shelby thought his fingerprints were on the door.
The door or the blinds one. It was the blinds mostly he had touched.
And you said that he cleaned the blood or tried to clean up the blood.
I can't remember. I can't recall.
Okay.
Getting nervous.
Would it be fair that if you don't recall and I say that you said he cleaned up the blood, that's probably true. I don't want to replay it. I've got a transcript to refresh your memory, though, if you'd like.
I don't know. I don't think he tried to clean up the blood. He slipped in the blood. He told me about he was sliding in the blood. He fell in the blood.
So
He slipped in blood. He
Tell
told
his
me he slid in blood. Huh.
He's aggravated.
Yeah. You know there was no sliding in the blood, right? Like that's
Right.
not in the crime scene photos, not in the report. That didn't happen.
Hey, Paisley, thank you for gifting that membership.
Thank you very much, Paisley, Mamita, bye, Felicia, Moon. She's tried for you like 4 times, Constance Sue. Damn it. Mystery Lady, the investigator admitted that once he got the confession from Shelby, he stopped investigating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was either his last case or one of his last cases. But yeah,
Sure was.
he was pretty much done with it. Yeah, just wanted to get rid of it. Sad, really.
Yes. Especially with what we're seeing.
Yeah.
So on those shoes that were yours,
Mhm.
you would expect that there would be blood from the crime scene,
I mean,
based on what Shelby told you.
on the pants leg, he had blood down it. I don't know what side of the pants leg. I can't recall that, but he said when he slipped and his knee hit the blood or something, and it splittered or something. It's just like it's
Okay. On his pants leg, it's got the blood. Not on Ernie's boots no more, because Ernie knows they have those boots. Because Ernie planted those boots in Shelby's truck.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know anybody with an 11 and a half size foot that can put it in a size 8.
Me either. Unless they do that like binding they do in Japan and China.
Good God.
I know. That's how impossible it pretty much is.
Yeah. Maybe we can do a demonstration someday.
No, I'm good.
Not me and you. We'll get somebody to do a, somebody who doesn't mind showing their feet.
To debunk it.
With a size 11 foot, and we'll buy them some size 8 shoes and see if they can get them in there. Hell, Hunter might.
Yeah.
James, I think my son wears an 11 now. My oldest son wears 11. 100 foot's too big. It's like a 13, but yeah. And Sarah wears a size 8, so we can use her shoes. We might do that soon. Nervous, ain't you, Aaron?
You described certain items that Shelby allegedly told you came from the crime scene.
Mhm.
Did you describe any guns or revolvers for the police?
the gun.
The gun.
Is it possible you had trouble remembering the color of any gun handle?
Uh-oh. Impeaching.
Yes, right now I don't remember. The gun handle wasn't hardly visible. The only thing I ever seen on it, like I said, was the blue. It was a blued up 357 38.
Blued up 357 38.
Is what I know it was.
Let's back it up. Just take
A blued up 357.
Did he say a 257?
Yes.
I think he said 357, but he talks so, he's so nervous, man. He's scared.
Yeah.
He knows he's being impeached right here.
Right now I don't remember. The gun handle wasn't hardly visible. The only thing I ever seen on it, like I said, was the blue. It was a blued up 357 38 is what I know it was.
Did you report to the police that Shelby?
Now, this is on the same sitting, like within, 35, 45 minutes of him testifying to the prosecution that he knows his way around guns, and he saw the label of that gun, and it was a Smith & Wesson.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
But now, just, within an hour later, he don't remember. The gun handle wasn't hardly visible. I smell shit.
Shelby told you that he took Ronnie's tapes, security tapes.
Yeah, he said he took security or whatever. I mean, I don't know. But like I said, Shelby was always back and forth. He would say this, he would say that, he would come back and try to fill in gaps. So
sounds like Ernie, don't it? He would say this, he would say this, he'd say that, he'd come back and try to fill in gaps.
Mm-hmm.
Is he describing Shelby or Ernie?
things you said was fake, some things was real. That's just what it is.
Some things he said was fake. Some things he said was real.
Behind green eyes, blued up. It's the finish on the gun, the metal itself.
Yeah, it's actually a black. You seen a black gun? Black guns are what they call blued steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't really explain how Shelby got there or how he got away from.
I've heard two different versions. Shelby, after it was all over and everything, is mentioned two different versions. But one is that he parked a car. One, that was nothing really. He said he parked a car. He had a car and he had a truck at one time. And it just that's all he said. He never really elaborated on that and how he got there. So,
what kind of vehicle were you driving at the time?
it was a Dodge. What is it? I can't see. Wagon. There's a Dodge wagon, little car. I can't remember that.
Dodge Caliber, Ernie. You know what it was. It was brand spanking new too.
Is that a Dart?
No, it was. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I can't remember the name. It's like a station wagon Dodge. What it is, I can't remember. I've had numerous cars. It was Lucinda Lay's vehicle, by the way.
October,
Was
thank you
that
for
your
gifting
vehicle or was that
membership.
Cindy's vehicle?
Oh yeah, thank you very much, October.
I just said Lucinda Lay's vehicle.
We really appreciate that. Let's try to get out of this.
So,
Sorry.
vehicle or was that Cindy's vehicle?
Was
that your vehicle or was that Cindy's vehicle?
I just said Lucinda Lay's vehicle.
Because Ernie don't have a vehicle. He's a bum.
In the story that you've told the police, some guy gave Shelby a ride. You don't know who.
No, I don't.
But it wasn't you.
No.
And you reported that Shelby burned his clothes in Jones's Creek.
Burned his clothes in Jones's Creek.
It's not my story.
I don't know. I don't recall it. I don't know. I can't remember what he said done with the clothes. He burned them or something. I can't remember exact locations, but he did say something about getting rid of them. So.
Exactly.
Have you ever stated that Shelby's fingerprints came back from it?
You saying something, Kipper?
I'm just mocking him. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to back it up just 30, 40 seconds here because I've got some food brought in and I was distracted myself. So if you all don't mind anyway.
Wasn't you?
No.
And you reported that Shelby burned his clothes in Jones's Creek?
Burned his clothes in Jones's Creek.
It's not my story.
I don't know. I don't recall it. I don't know.
That was his story, apparently.
I can't remember what he said done with the clothes.
Yeah.
He burned them or something. I can't remember exact location.
See, I didn't hear all that shit. That wasn't part of what Shelby told me.
But he did say something about getting rid of them. So.
Have you ever stated that Shelby's fingerprints came back from a national database?
I don't think so.
Okay. We now know, well, I now know, Kemper, you knew a while back, you fucker, and didn't tell me, that a lot of this information that he's sitting there playing like he didn't say was actually said on a recorded phone call to Amber, his sister. And the defense has that.
Mm-hmm.
They are literally letting him set himself up on perjury. And he does a fine job of it.
Fingerprints came back from a national database.
Yeah, he said it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he did.
Have you ever stated that Shelby's cell phone was at the scene of the crime?
There was a question later on that was asked about that, and I think Jimbo Collins was the one asking the question about it. Was
nope. Collins, nope. I asked his wife. Shelby was in jail.
Him and his wife was present at the time, and they said,
nope. His wife was in jail, Ernie. Or he was in jail, Ernie.
He said, don't you know that they can ping cell phones? And then she just, right out of the blue, just said, even if we took the battery out of it. So, that's all I know about that.
Oh, you know about that.
And you've stated that KSP has your fingerprints. Is that correct?
Yeah, I got them. They should have them.
And that you had an alibi.
Yes.
Yeah, his alibi is loose and delay.
Have you stated that you had special response people watching John
I
Paul
did.
Madden?
No,
So you're denying that statement today.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, you do, boy.
Oh, we remember it.
Yeah, not today. And the cray done played it. Didn't just show the transcript. She actually played the phone call. Ern.
Madden.
What you lie?
So you're denying that statement today.
I don't remember that.
Let me go back to a couple more things.
Can we go back to the question about paying people?
About what?
About paying people.
I've already,
No, we're not going back to that.
sustained the objection on that.
See him look at the judge like he want to smack him. Not a good look for you, Ern.
Let's move on.
Did you save the file that you allegedly gave to Shelby Shell in the car?
No, I never seen the
That
file after.
12-inch file.
Never seen the file after that. Don't know what happened to it.
Didn't give it to the police, obviously.
I don't remember anything about it. He may have put it in the bag. I don't know what was in the bag. I said
And you said Rodney King shot at Shelby Shell first, correct?
that's what he told me.
And you said that Rodney King had to give him a code for the safe, correct?
He said something about a code. I can't remember exactly.
And you said you were a bounty hunter for 12 years, correct?
I've been a bounty hunter about 17 or 18 years.
And there's no position of bounty hunter in the state of Kentucky, correct?
No.
And you drove Shelby Shell to Dehoyt, and he got out of the car and left a gun in the car, but you let him back in the car, correct?
He had the door open as he's using the bathroom.
And so no time on Brother's Day did you report to the police that you were afraid of Shelby Shell or that he had committed a crime.
I was scared of Shelby. I was afraid.
You didn't report that to the police, correct?
Let me stop. He wants to go back and answer that because it's eating him up that he didn't think of his lie in time enough to say, well, I paid some of them. And he wanted to show he was a big wrestling promoter, even though he just said he didn't promote wrestling ever. And then she asked him about that one, and he didn't remember it. But yeah, like that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to flex. Well, I paid everybody. No, you didn't. Lying
Sure
little
did.
bitch.
You didn't report it to Trooper Cottle or anybody at the roadblock, correct?
No, huh?
And I'll go back just a little bit. You had mentioned something about the internet. You have access to the internet, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're on Facebook, for example.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, he is.
And so you had 6 days with internet access to look up things about this crime. And you even said that you looked up some stuff on the internet, correct?
I do.
Okay. That's all the questions I have for you. There may be redirects.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right, is this witness excused?
Subject to recall, subject to rebuttal.
All right, you may step down. Michelle, you're still subject to recall, so hang around. Okay.
Look at them scrawny ass arms, that bow-legged
Oh,
wall.
yeah.
I believe my next witness would be from my end, 5 minutes, and would set the stage for the next witness if the court wishes to do that after lunch.
Why don't we take a lunch break now and resume at 1?
We ain't going to take a lunch break. But before we get into our discussion tonight, I do want to play Shelby's recorded confession. If you all don't mind.
Word. I'm down
Put
with
an
it.
emoji in the chat. Any emoji you want. If you want to hear Shelby Shell's confession. And I did record it, by the way. If we get a few emojis, we'll play it. we're gonna play it anyway. I'm just kidding. But maybe I should make us get to 100 likes before we play it.
Right.
We gotta have 100 likes, or we ain't playing it.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't want this other girl saying I'm over here extorting people.
Right. Extortion, my God. It's funny, dude.
Don't call 911 and say you're extorting somebody.
It was really good to see Constance back at it tonight.
Oh gosh,
really
it sure was.
Well, she laid it out there about as matter of fact as you can be.
Yeah.
Only people that want to be honest will see the truth of what she said.
That's right.
But if they're not honest, just ain't going to hear it.
Nope. Because they don't want to.
It don't matter what side of the fence. So
no,
when
it
you
don't.
hear facts being spit and you accept them as what they are, then yeah, that's when it gets real.
Yep. This was obviously before I lost lots of weight.
500 pounds.
No neck.
Butterbean.
There you go. Oh, let me explain something.
Hello? Hey, bro. What's up, bud? Buddy, I was kind of asleep, man. You got a minute ago. I woke up.
I'll back it up. I won't tell y'all. If you got earbuds in, you might be able to hear it a little bit better. But the audio is terrible. It's terrible. So, you know, you can go and watch this on our channel. I'll put the link in there for this particular part. I mean, you can find it all on our channel. But if you want to go back and try to rewatch this and listen closely, I'm going to put the link in there for you. But this is the best audio I think that I have. So.
Hello? Hey, bro. What's up, buddy? Buddy, I was kind of asleep, man. You got a minute ago. I woke up. Okay. Hey, you all right, brother? Hey, you still got them pennies? Yeah. All right, cool. Everybody on feed? Yeah, bring them, man. I'll buy them. What do you want for them? The gas money, Don. Hey. All right. So? Yeah. Hey, what time you gonna come down? I don't wait no I get out of bed. You need to start calling. You want me to give them up? You want me to give them a holler? Yeah. He's hollering at you, so they got to come get me. Hey, let me ask you a question. What's up? Between me and you, Ernie called me last night, after you guys left. He called me at 3 o'clock last night. Yeah. Did you tell him that you went up there and killed old dude? Yeah, he knows it. Through the shows and everything, you hear me? Yeah. The jury, they knows it. I told him, I said, Ernie, I won't trust you right here. I said, you think I can trust you? Yeah. You think I can't jump for him? Yeah, he's your brother, man. He won't do nothing. You know what? He loves you, man. All he does is talk about Shelby Lee, you know? Hey, he told me last night, man. You hear me? At 3 o'clock. When I was fast as fucking sleep, you hear me? Sleep.
I was a little nervous. I ain't never testified in court before. Mm-hmm. And my first testimony ever is a murder trial. So, yeah.
Right.
I was a little nervous. I ain't going to lie.
40-something. He called me. And I was talking to him. And man, he sounded like he really loves me. You know what? Yeah, he's worried about you, dude. He don't want you to kill nobody else, man. He don't, bro.
He thinks
he talks like he knows that guy, that king, man. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this.
He knew him, you hear me? Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
There's every bit the possibility with that kind of laugh. It wasn't just a devious laugh. Maybe he knows more than what we know, and he's laughing because Ernie was part of it.
Yeah, he could have been laughing like, oh yeah, Ernie was laughing, or Ernie
Right,
was
like
laughing.
Ernie don't want you to take any more lives.
Yeah,
Like he's
I
like,
get some funny shit
get what
coming
I'm
from that
saying?
guy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
that's what it seems like to me. But
Yeah.
sorry, I just wanted to point that out.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
If you plan on taking any weed, man, is there any way you could do it and not kill nobody? Just like, rob them and tie them up or something and get out of there? That's what I told him. I said, I won't if you get the handcuffs for me. Yeah. If you get the handcuffs at the house before you get to me. If you don't, I'm going to have to, you hear me? So if I get them handcuffs, then I can get some shit to tie them up with. You feel me? Bed sheets, ribbon and strips. Yeah. But if you don't get the handcuffs, then I took you a chance to tie them up. I never use that type of more. Never use that type of more. Is that what you used on Ronnie? I used it on my locks, bro. And this time, two dudes break them up. They broke six zip ties. You hear me? 6 of them. So Ronnie King did?
So he did say 6. Ernie said he said 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was breaking left and right. I mean, big loads of duct tape to him from the whole fucking road. I don't see how he did it. His film was doing so much. You hear me? Yeah. And I just looked, and he was getting out the ground when I come in there, and they were pumping shotgun and pouring. I just wanted to kick him right in the face. I said, you stupid son of a bitch. Then after that, I went looking for a hand.
Well, there's the shotgun in the corner coming from Shelby.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad it just tad. So. But yeah, so he did say that.
Then after that, I went looking for a hammer or something. You know what I'm saying? I could chill him real quiet with. Yeah. Then I started taking his mouth and his fucking nose and shit up. Then he just started fucking adrenaline in his, bro. And he was, I ain't never seen him like that strong, man. Well, he didn't really leave him no choice but kill him, did he? He really didn't leave him no choice. And when he broke the last time, I said, I told you, motherfuckers. And I put a pill on him, and he grabbed hold of me. When he grabbed hold of me, I went, oh, you hear me? Yeah, I mean, he would have killed you, I guess, if you wouldn't kill him. Goddamn right.
All right. So I'm trying my best to get this confession from him.
Right.
It's a sickening feeling to know somebody that took somebody's life like that. It's even sicker to know, and I believe I know, that Ernie, who was around my kids, around my family for years, was part of it. It's even more sickening.
Dude, he was out, I'm going to say out proud of me, but dude, he was fighting that fucking shit. I put it on him. I put a whole goddamn roll on him, Ronnie. A whole roll, bro. You hear me? Yeah. And he broke it like it wasn't nothing. Hey, Ernie's calling me, man. Let me get that, and I'll call you back. We'll set something up for later. All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
Well, there's the end of the confession call. Yeah, Ping Bolo, you can hear in the description, he fought for his life. And if you've seen those crime scene photos, the actual photos of the man, you can't unsee them, can you, Kevin?
Right. Yeah, it's sad, man. It really is.
Yeah. The description of what he's saying matches that photo of his body. It's sick. I'm gonna tell you, I looked at it through biased eyes. So I did consider Ernie a friend. He wasn't my best friend. We didn't go out and hang out. We didn't have a lot in common. It's more like, stepchild or something, that we adopted.
Yeah.
He was there. It was that kind of friendship, but I never thought he was capable. I'm sorry, man. Give me a minute, okay?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's hearing all this stuff again and knowing what I know. It's like it's hard to imagine this not having Ernie involved. It really, really is hard. But yeah, Ernie definitely sets himself up. Like when they bring it, they bring it. Like that hard drive he tried to destroy. That was a fuck up on his part. It still survived, Ernie. You didn't take it out, bro. And it come back to bite you. And it helped your brother out. But at the same time, it helped you out, I guess. Didn't it? Looking like a fool. Up there lying like you did. Because they had you trapped, bro. They had you cornered with all of your lies. They even had shit you didn't even know about. Like the phone call with Amber. That team that you had. Watching John Paul and everything. Like, you're crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah. When he got caught in those lies, you could see the mannerisms and tone changed. When he got angry on the stand, you could see tone, mannerism changed. Like, it's like there was, you see his multiple personalities on the witness stand.
Right. And he has them.
Yeah, he definitely has them. Here you go. That's
Right.
quick. That's a good question. But, I know the answer, but I'll let you talk about what.
Pink, no. Ernie started with me, along with Tina, because Tina's from my hometown. So when they started threatening, doxing, stalking, like if you go on their Facebook, you'll see. If you go back far enough, you'll find it. Where they've doxed me and my family, made threats, made up lies constantly. Asked him to stop, didn't stop. So I was like, all right, fine, fuck it. We'll just do it this way. So, wasn't Ronnie in his 40s?
I want to say that. Yeah, I want to say, yeah, late 40s, I think. At the time of the murder.
Are you talking about John Paul being arrested?
Yes, John Paul was arrested. Nana Kim had asked, "Is John Paul in prison?"
No, not yet. He will be.
Yeah, he got caught with a boatload of drugs, man.
Yeah, he had.
Ernie went straight to YouTube with it.
Oh yeah, he did because he hates John Paul.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they're not haven't seen a good family member yet.
No, have you seen the thing? The little montage they put together where they talk to Ernie's dad and all that. Have you watched all that?
Oh, I certainly did.
They sit and tell about John Paul having a sexual relationship with Shelby. They say he molested Shelby or whatever.
Yeah.
And then John Paul goes on and says, well, him and Shelby are closer than him and Ernie.
Mm-hmm.
And we also know that John Paul and Shelby have fathered a child with the same woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's twisted, man.
Yes.
That
like you
family's
said, man, it's like a bunch of damn inbreeding monkeys, man. Just being for real, man. I see more calm and order from the damn monkeys at the zoo.
Yeah. Yeah. Terrorizing B, Leslie said, me too, Jimbo. But I'm just baffled why Shelby didn't at least tell you that Skirt helped him. I get him not admitting in court because of the plea deal of conspiracy and not admit to murder. That's where I think, because Shelby, uses his joke thing. There wasn't no joke, but maybe Shelby describes it as a joke when Ernie told
Said
him
you
to
go
expect
tell
the call.
Jimbo that you killed Ronnie King.
Right.
And then you record him, and then he goes to prison, and yeah, most def.
That's the only thing I could think, Leslie. I mean, to this day, Shelby won't say anybody helped him because he still claims that he didn't do it. It was a joke.
Yeah. He said different when he did his plea deal, though.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, I got that too. We'll play that in a second. Let me look it up, actually. So that's quite relevant here.
Leslie, man, all of them have lost their mind. The only ones that I've seen that are even close to being any count is the two sisters that are half sisters to her. And I don't really know too much, but I'll say Melissa, Amber, Zach, Shelby, Ernie, just kaput. And then, you had John Paul and other aunts and uncles that are probably the same type. Like, you get the melting pot like that, and it gets wild.
Yeah, it is.
But I honestly think this is why Ernie keeps having these psychotic breaks, is because of this situation. I really believe that.
Yeah, his psychotic breaks, he never goes, Jimbo gonna kill me. Even though I'd love to beat the snot right out of his head, like I'd love to.
Right.
I'd love to beat him within an inch of his life. And he knows it.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't ever say, Jimbo gonna kill me. Jimbo gonna shoot me. It's always, Shelby gonna shoot me. Shelby gonna kill me.
Well, and I mean, I know there's been many times that he's done rage quits on YouTube and Facebook when he's been confronted with the possibility that he set his brother up or was part of that whole situation. Like, he's ready to quit, come back. I'm not like my family. I'm not like my brother. Like, seriously, bro. No. I'm sorry, dude. Like, he was going to write a book. He was going to have a movie. He was, a year and a half ago, he was telling everybody that he saved Harlan from his brother.
Yeah, Skunk, that sounds about right.
We know that was bullshit. He didn't save nobody.
No, from the Savage Lion.
Right. He didn't go, and 20-some agents couldn't take him down, but Ernie went and did it.
Right.
They could arrest him and put him in custody. Mm-hmm. Like, it was all bullshit, Ernie. Like, everything you talk about is bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's what you use to deflect in this. I really believe that.
So in all the people like Not Today and Stupid Ass Rap and whoever, we're led into believing this horseshit that Shelby didn't plead to murder. He just pled to complicity. He wasn't there. He didn't do it. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, he did it. And he tells the judge he did it.
Mm-hmm.
The judge asked him specifically, did you commit the act that resulted in the death of Ronnie King. He says, "Yes, sir, Your Honor." And he says, "Yes, sir, Your Honor," on a bunch of counts: kidnapping, arson, all this robbery, burglary, all of it. But I'm gonna let y'all hear it for yourself. This is a condensed version. The entire thing is on our channel, and this is on our channel as well. But here you go.
I'm going to ask you, Mr. Sheriff, on or about February 17, 2013, you committed that offense by causing the death of one Ronnie King.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right. Count 2, tampering with physical evidence. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to ask you, on or about February 17, 2013, you committed that offense by mutilating or altering or removing physical evidence from the scene of the crime that involved the death of Ronnie King.
Yes.
All right. Count 3, robbery. How do you plead?
Guilty.
I'm going to ask you if on or about February 17, 2013, you did in fact commit that offense by committing a theft, using threats or immediate use of physical force upon another, one Ronnie King, to accomplish that, while armed with a deadly weapon.
Yes.
Did you do it?
Yep.
All right.
All right, let me stop for a second. I saw us. He just said what he was told to say for the plea deal. That's how a deal goes down. I've seen them before. Okay.
Yep. I mean, to do a plea deal, you actually have to plead guilty to the charge that you're getting.
Right.
Like, you actually have to say, I did it.
Yeah. He's not pleading to murder, but he still says that he committed the act that resulted in the death of Ronnie King. He didn't say, "Oh, no, I was there." No, he didn't say, no. Somebody else did it. I saw it. I took part in it. He said, "Yes, sir, Your Honor." Call it what you want it. I'm gonna tell you right now, straight up, if I'm facing charges and I did not commit the crime, you're gonna have to prove me guilty. I'm not pleading. I'm not pleading to a lesser deal. I'm not pleading to anything involving it. You're gonna have to prove me guilty. Burden's on the state. It's hard. And now Shelby's saying, "Well, they didn't go by the plea deal. I got screwed." Nah, you didn't get screwed. You got 20 years for what you should have got the death penalty for. So I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you. Now look, I'm not kicking you out of the chat. I'm not gonna boot you. I'm not gonna block you, but I disagree.
Well, complicity.
You are allowed to express your opinion.
Complicity is aiding or encouraging another person to commit a crime. Is known as complicity. Is also known as an assisting and abetment. A person who aids and abets the guilty is called an accomplice. A non-primary offender whose acts help the primary offender in criminal conduct is called an accomplice. So, yeah.
Right.
And what is the charge in Kentucky?
But anyway, I just wanted to say that. But yes, you are completely free to disagree, and you won't be shunned or blocked or nothing like that.
Count 4, kidnapping, also a capital offense. How do you plead?
Guilty.
I want to ask you if on or about February 17, 2013, you committed that offense by unlawfully restraining Ronnie King.
Guilty.
Did you do it?
Yes.
You did do it. Okay. Count 5, burglary in first degree, Class B felony. How do you plead?
Guilty.
I'm going to ask you if on or about February 17, 2013, you committed the offense of burglary by knowingly entering and remaining unlawfully in the residence of Ronnie King while armed with a deadly weapon.
Yes, sir.
All right. Count 6. Arson in the second degree, Class B felony. How do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. I'm going to ask you if on or about February 17, 2013, you committed that offense by starting a fire with the intent to destroy or damage the building of another, specifically that of Ronnie King.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Count 7, being having possession of a handgun, having been a convicted felon. How do you plead?
Guilty.
And I'm going to ask you if
I
you did
agree,
possess
Leslie.
a handgun on February 17, 2013, after having been convicted of a felon.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Count 3, being a persistent felony offender in the first.
I agree with you, Leslie. And look, Leslie and I, at some point, both were huge supporters of Ernie in the fact that we did not think he was involved. Independently, like she had her beliefs, I had my beliefs. We didn't think he was involved. I didn't think he was capable. That's what I've always told you, Kemper. I didn't think he's capable of doing something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not that type of person. But he has definitely shown me different. Definitely. The things he's doing, like he was trying to make Zach, which it probably don't take much. You know, little dude was talking about me being killed anyway. Mad enough, try to find me and kill me. He drew a map to my house. No. Please, Sherry, don't feel that way. No, don't feel that way. You don't have to leave. Like I said, you're free to make a comment. You disagree. That's good. You don't have to leave. I was pointing that out because it's okay to disagree. I mean, hell, I'm sure that everybody don't feel the way we feel about Ernie being involved. It took me forever to be unbiased. But I mean, if you want to leave, you can. I don't, but you're not being called out like that. I was actually trying to make it a good thing for you. So, but seems I failed. I do that sometimes. Anyway, moving on. So I'm going to put a new poll up. I'm going to figure out how to word it here, but we'll see what y'all think now. Give me a second here, Kemper. I'm going to mute, go off camera, and figure out how to word this poll. I'll put the poll up and come right back.
Okay. That's fine. But yeah, I've tried to give Ern the benefit of the doubt, and I've tried to say, okay, you weren't involved, blah, blah, blah. But every time I look at everything, it's just like, damn, this dude was all up in that. And, I mean, he's lucky he's had the freedom that he's had since 2013. He really is, because he could have been like his brother. this whole time. But he hasn't. And what he's chose to do with that freedom is further torment other people. Harass them, stalk them, extort them, like all kinds of shit. I've never broken law. I don't have a criminal record. Blah blah blah. Ernie, son, you've got a criminal record, and it's getting longer. Like apparently you didn't show up for your shit in New York, so you got to deal with that too. That's going to be another no-show. You're going to run out of places to be able to go. You can't stay in Tennessee or Georgia or something like that too often because you like to travel up into the areas that you're going to get caught in. Once you do, you can be Bubba's bitch. Kathy, I believe he has been in jail since 2013. I think he was dealing with time for other charges and stuff like that. But he was on parole when he committed this.
Yeah, he had just got out in like November of 2012.
Right.
He just got out.
So.
And I think in Shelby's own words that, he like a year of his life since he was 11 years old, that he hadn't been in some kind of, jail, juvenile detention or jail.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that's all he knows.
It's messed up.
It is. It is. What's even more messed up is like if somebody will do like a heinous act like that.
Skunk Ape, he's been in prison for the Ronnie King thing since 2019. But he had other charges and stuff against him that, like, he had kidnapping charges. Like, didn't he take a couple of guards hostage and shit like that too?
Yeah, he got 10 years for that and had to serve that first. And that I think that arrest took place whenever he was, right after he was arrested for the murder. So what, 2013ish?
Yeah.
So he was arrested and then had to serve a 10-year sentence, which he may have got some kind of, credit or whatever. But yeah, whatever sentence he got, he had to serve before serving his or complicity to murder and all those other things. All those run concurrent at the same time. But yeah, so yeah, he gets out. I think he's eligible for parole in 2038, 2037, somewhere in there.
Well, see, that's the thing though. Being eligible for parole at some point, like, because he has said it himself, and it is a known thing where he has assaulted sexually, like he's done quite a few things while he is in prison and keeps going to the hole.
Yeah.
So being eligible for parole don't necessarily mean he's gonna even get the chance. First of all, and if he does, they're gonna look at his record and see what he's been doing, and he's sort of screwed.
Yeah,
he's not getting out.
Yeah, in the short time that we actually were getting phone calls recorded from Shelby, there were several times we expected to have a phone call that night, and we didn't get it because he was in the hole for violence. So, yeah, he's not a model prisoner by any means. Yeah, me too, Leslie. Seen way too much over the past year on my own, and has made me see things in a different perspective. Same here. Same here. It's very sad, Skunk Ape. It's very sad. But that's the way he really feels. that's become his life. Have you seen the letters that he wrote to his mother? The things he said to his mother about raping other inmates.
Yep.
Making them his bitch. Just things like that. Like, you know, that's his life. So even if he gets out, that's all he knows. So he's gonna make somebody his bitch. The story Ernie tells about Shelby thought he killed his wife or whatever. Shelby didn't tell Ernie that story. He told us that story, me and my wife. He was down there doing something around the house. We were paying him whatever to do whatever, you know. And he was talking about his wife. He said, man, she's a good woman, you know. Stuff. Like, I got mad at her and I choked her until she was gone and I thought she was dead. I was going to drag her body out. And as he's dragging her down the steps, boom, 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 she hits one of the steps and wakes up. I mean, you know, he's talking about what a great woman he's married to because, you know, any other woman would have got him for trying to kill her. Like, that's the way he thinks. Those are the things in his head. You know, I may not even be remembering it all correct. Very possible. When I say, you know, like his stories.
It's a lot to keep up with, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, shit, I can't remember what I had for supper yesterday.
You know? Yeah, but Ernie makes it that way. That's why he likes clutter and noise. He always has. That's why he does it. And right now, you know, just his testimony, there's a lot of noise. A lot of noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I knew what you were talking about, Leslie. Yeah. Everybody's brainwashed. If you don't believe the way they believe, you're brainwashed. Paisley, Mamita, by Felicia, Moon. Rolls off tongue. The Stan and the Kemper. Can y'all please make a little clip of Skirt's twitching eye when he was so mad? That was hilarious. I think we can work something out like that. Yeah, I think we can work that out.
Yep.
And if we can't, you know, I bet Behind Green Eyes can. Well, she's been coming with some thunderous videos too, ain't she?
Oh yeah, she's doing great with hers too. Like it was beautiful to see a couple new videos from her. Constance go live. Like things in the world are becoming normal again.
Yeah. Nanny Kim, can we get a FOIA of his charges he's acquired in prison? I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that. I would say probably.
You could, because it's a crime. Regardless, you should be able to, unless it's sealed for some reason, you should be able to get a FOIA. Yeah.
Cool. We might try that. We might call over to the prison, and tomorrow probably won't be anybody of high importance working on a Sunday, but we'll call over there and see what we got to do. They'll probably tell us to call back Monday, but anyway, we'll call back Monday if we have to. Yeah, that's a good idea. Now I know when he did come to my house the first time when Ernie brought him over there. God, now that's one day I wish I could wipe out of the history of my life. That one day when Ernie showed up with Shelby and introduced him to all of our family, like he was some kind of hero. He was fresh out of prison, right? He had a box of all of his charges, the things he had done while in prison, wherever he was in prison at before. And it was a huge box. Kansas lists them on their offender's website. If you're in prison, all your info is right there. Well, that's a nice little nugget. Might check and see if there's anything like that in Kentucky. Queen Ashley, talk is cheap, said, Constance Sue, can I get 1,156 pamphlets, please? I like your play on words there, Queen, or play on numbers. Makes me want to play a little ditty. Anybody want to hear a little ditty? Let me see. It's under Ernie and 1156. Constance, oh, we can have extras? You can even recruit me to hand out some around the community. There you go. Here we go. This is just for you, 1156.
I mean, you're law enforcement, you tell me.
I already told you.
But anyways, all that I'm saying is that,
I thought you said I didn't have nothing to do with law enforcement.
I mean, all I'm saying is that you're too fucking funny.
You're funny. You really are.
I mean, you really are. I mean, you're hilarious. I mean, you're too fucking funny. I mean, the way that you're way.
I'm good, Eric. I'm good at what I do.
No, you're not, because you're.
That's why I've got over 1,156 arrests under me. I'm very good.
Oh, man, it's funny every time you hear it. I got over 1,156 arrests. Does that mean 1,157? I mean, it's over 1,156. The mic automatically mutes us, bro, on those brand videos. Of course, it should have automatically unmuted you too. Did you mute?
No, I didn't mute. No.
Is that your official
I was
statement?
over here talking. I didn't even realize I was muted, but yeah.
Is that your official statement?
Yes, sir.
You don't remember that?
No.
Let me rewind. I don't know. Let's see. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me.
Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me.
Oh, skirting dog.
That's crazy. It just now unmuted. Must be StreamYard being crazy.
That happens too.
You know how it be.
I do.
Get this, bro. Nicolina came on my panel, and her name was Ernie's wife. I was like, oh my God, what in the hell?
Nicolina's been in that boy's brain since she came after him on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Constance, I enjoy our kind of fun. They can keep all the fun they have over there with them. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, I mean, it's great. You know, cut up, have fun. They hate it because they don't have that kind of stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Kathy said, did anyone ever try and contact Eric and see what we got to say about Aaron? See what he got? I have tried. Yeah, we're still trying to get in contact with Eric.
Or Phil.
Yes, or Phil.
Yeah, trust me, there's been a lot of things ventured into.
Yeah. So we are trying. Take D-Boss's snort video out. That ain't relevant anymore. This one out too. Oh, Constance, do you remember this?
People are going to really see what you look like. We'll see if you're fat, if you're skinny, if you look like that. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Because now Now, you've done barked up the wrong motherfucking tree. You're talking out your ass when your mouth knows fucking better. Now you better take those goddamn drugs and you better shove them up your ass.
Yeah, she has a knack for doing that, don't she?
It's so funny.
Yeah, she loses her mind. Like that shit, when she puts her teeth on the table, dude, it's over. It's almost like you're at church.
And she puts her teeth on the table.
Yep, slamming puppies down and rah, rah, rah. It's crazy.
Oh, you added Betty to your new intro? That's cool. Why is Skern calling 7? Oh, why is he calling her mom? To disrespect his own mom, I think. I mean, he's done that quite a bit.
What's the question?
Why is Ernie calling 777 mom? I think that's what the question is.
I think he did that a while back. I know. I'm pretty sure he did. If you're talking about Nick's, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did.
He did it on Easy's panel not too long ago, too, I think.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, Betty does get over dramatic. Betty can be, funny.
She just, man, once that switch is flipped with her, it's over, man. There's nothing that's logical that comes out of her mouth. There's nothing logical that happens around her. Like it's sort of like Griff throwing his laptop, bro.
Yeah. I mean, she once said this about Ernie, and it was funny.
He don't own shit. He don't own nothing. Nothing. He don't even own the clothes on his fucking back.
And it's funny because Tina says that they still have basically a carload of worth of Ernie's belongings at their place.
Yeah.
So he left, 2 suitcases at yours or something like that,
Yes.
or a bag and a suitcase, and then he's got all that at their house. And I know that people that was around him before he lost his car, before the trolls tricked him into giving it away or some bullshit, whatever it was. Everybody said that he did live out of it. Like his entire trunk was full of shit.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what you ran into in Louisville when you went to go pick up his car.
Yeah. Oh, I heard that Mammoth, this laptop claim about my daughter's laptop, right? My daughter's laptop is somehow was in the stolen van. No, it wasn't. And that's the dumbest shit.
Just like I'm a registered sex offender, right? Okay. Give it up, Mama T. You're stupid.
Yeah. It's something Ernie told her.
Well, I was going to say the smartest thing that she has done is spout off about Nick, but she's allowed Nick to do this to her as well. So that's the smartest move she can make, and just shut up about everybody else. Because she never investigates anything, and she just always comes off being ignorant. And then she never acknowledges that subject again.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Nana Kim.
Yes.
Queen.
My daughter's laptop.
Like, she knows everything, but she just now heard that phone call with Nick and her stepmom.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
She just now is decided she's going to go full on against Nick. That's why she says that's the first time she's actually heard it.
Mm-hmm. That's
the
month old.
laptop thing, I can squash that right now. Like, Sarah doesn't have a laptop. Never had a laptop. Like, there's a laptop that is mine that I let Sarah use. That you could call it Sarah's laptop, but it's in there. It's tore up. It's in there. Molly's laptop is my old MacBook. It's in there. It's what I still use to use Adobe Fireworks on, because it's an old program and you can't put it on a new computer. You just can't. But it's on that one, and we'll use it till it burns up. But yeah, I mean, their laptops are really my laptops because neither one of them have a laptop, and they're both here under this roof. Solar.
She's just stupid, dude. That's why I don't pay her no mind. Because it makes no sense. Like, it don't matter if she had her car parked up in that fucking van. Ernie still committed a crime. Yeah. It's just the way it is. Her Barbies could have been in there. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It's still a fucking crime that he did. Nobody set his ass up, Mama T. You can quit defending the dumbass. You're going to come off looking stupid again, as usual. Like everybody else has.
It's like Ernie must not have seen the video. I've got it. I don't know if I've put it up yet. Do you have it where he's arrested? Where the cop walks up to him and goes and snatches his phone out of his hand?
Yeah, it's he's got it posted on his Facebook. I've got it posted on my channel.
Yeah, I'll play it in a minute. But Ernie swears up and down, that he said, first of all, I wasn't walking in the middle of the road. I was on the side of the road. No, you were right smack dab in the middle of the road. 4-lane highway. There's 2 lanes. The cop stops, comes at you, and there's 2 lanes going the other way. You're in the middle, boy. I'll show the video. It's on yours. Is it a short? It's tiny.
Yeah, it's going to be a short video. Yeah.
All right, let me go grab it and I'll come right back.
But yeah. And that was the night before he got out of jail and claimed that he had been given a drug test. And he didn't have anything in his system. But his arrest report put his statements in there where he admitted that he had advised that he had used methamphetamines that evening. And he was in town for human trafficking or some dumb shit. Yeah. And then he gets released and had to take a drug test, and he's clean. Yeah, right. Okay. Give it up, Ern. Crazy. You need to suck up some damn Valtrex and some damn psych meds, bro. Get that shit back to somewhere normal. Then turn yourself in. Because I've seen people, all they'll have to do is show a psychiatric report and those charges will go away. I don't fucking think so. I really don't. There's no way that's going to happen. That's the dumbest shit I've heard. Ernie's had that happen before, but it ain't going to happen now. He's got way too many stacked. Way too many. So, good luck, Skern Dog. A doggy dog. We got a nice little poll going here. Y'all should make sure you go vote.
What is the results right now? Where's it stand?
Right now, it's a landslide at 79% for Ernie and Shelby work together. Then you've got... It was a setup by Joke, 12%. And then you've got Ernie acted alone and framed Shelby, 4%. And then Shelby acted alone, 4%.
Wow.
But there's 48 votes, so that's like, I think, maybe 2 people.
Come on, y'all.
That's
48 votes.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was telling everybody, go vote. Hit that
get us up to 100 votes, y'all. Come on. Come on. It's free to vote. and I'm going to show you Ernie not on the side of the road, but smack dab in the middle between the 4 lanes. There's 2 lanes on one side, 2 lanes on the other. Ernie is right in the middle on the median.
Yeah, he is.
He was, well, there's not really much of a median. It's just a little, grass pile, but he is crossing the road there, and there's cars stopped behind him because they don't want to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
He's lucky didn't nobody run over him.
Well, just like that day when he was at the van, like you see how he was walking out in the road.
Yeah,
it's almost like he thinks that road protects him.
Yeah, it's something he does. He goes to the road. He starts with his Shelby Shell going to shoot me. Please help me, Facebook or YouTube or whoever. All right, let's watch this video. This is on Kemper's channel. I'm going to put the link in the chat for y'all here in just a second. And I would appreciate it if you're not subscribed, that you do go subscribe, please. And hit that thumbs up. All right, here we go.
I ain't got nothing. I got my hands up, brother. What's going on? Nothing.
All right, see the cop? Cop's car is over here on the our left-hand side of the video. There's a little bitty median right there. And he's on the right side. That's not the middle of the road. That's not the side of the road, Ernie.
Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir. Why are you walking around the middle of the road? Here you go, sir.
He took his phone.
Yep. Nothing, sir. Why are you walking around the middle of the road for then? Let's watch it again. So it's a short one.
I ain't got nothing.
See that one?
I got my hands up, brother.
What's going on?
Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir. Why are you walking around the middle of the road? Here you go, sir.
Look, Mr. Shell advised he was part of a task force enforced child trafficking, not enforced anti-child trafficking. So did Ernie admit to trafficking? No, he was just high as a cat. I mean, sometimes you take a little bit too much, right, Ern?
Dude's always on that shit.
Yeah.
It's funny. I found another live stream where he's sitting there, and you could tell because he's constantly sniffing. He's in a hotel room. This is when he's doing his little trip around the U.S. And he's sitting there, and he's in defense mode, which means he's playing the video of him bringing that lady that was gone for 5.5 months, and the pictures of him with Prentice, and all of that shit. And it was like almost like I sped it up, dude. But I didn't. It's just the way it naturally was.
Yeah.
I just lost it. I was like, damn, Skern got him a good bag that night.
Yeah. Who y'all talking about? I hope her daughter pulled her Wi-Fi. Who y'all talking about? I agree with that. Really think I really think he thinks they will slap him with murder charges when he's picked up. That's why he won't go in. Mm-hmm. I really believe that Ernie thinks when he goes to prison, that he's not coming out.
He knows.
I believe
that. Yep.
It might be true.
I was saying that same thing yesterday, Constance. Like, that's really what he's scared of, because not only that, but there are lots of people that he has done a lot of shit to, and people, because they're afraid of him, they don't come forward. They don't do anything about it. Now, what's to say these people won't come forward after he gets arrested? Not counting this shit with Ronnie King and Shelby.
Mm-hmm.
Not counting that. Just that. You add the Shelby and the Ronnie thing to it, and it's like, bam.
Yeah.
Big time.
Now, Kemper, we're in a court of law. I know what bam means. But can you tell me?
Oh, shit, dude. He was so flustered today on that fucking stand.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, I can't wait until we show the whole them showing the life out and the hard drive and yeah, dude.
Yeah. See, you never saw that stuff. I never saw it. Like,
awesome.
Damn, I should have went and got that DVD like a month after the trial. That's some wild stuff,
I'm one
man.
of those people. I would have been so curious. I would have had to have had it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I just.
Man, I was glad to get it behind me and get out of there and not have to deal with that damn murderer no more.
Yeah, I could sort of see that, man. You did record the confession. I get it.
Yeah, being around his family and all them looks and stuff, and Amber already making up bullshit and conspiracies and all this shit. The way she is, man. And just hell no, I didn't want nothing to do with that shit no more. Like, get me away from that family. I was happy for the King family, sort of. I don't think they were satisfied, but at least there was some justice. And when I thought they got justice for the right guy and only the right guy at that time, but even still, when I say some justice, he deserves life in prison or the death penalty. So, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about his IQ or none of that shit.
No, that don't stop him from killing people.
Right.
Damn.
He's dangerous.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a bunch of them up there that are dangerous. Some wild stuff, buddy. Wild stuff. All right. Kemper, it's about time to go watch a couple episodes of Suits.
Yeah, I'll be taking the day off tomorrow, so.
More than likely. We should, yeah, we should. You never know with the stand. But, yeah, either way.
Curveball.
Yeah, curveballs. Next time, I guess, will be Monday. Just another manic Monday.
Well, it got up to 82% now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Let's close the poll out over here. Let's see who we got. It's not going to change. Ernie and Shelby work together, 82%. 82% of 61 votes. Y'all really should have voted more. But that's okay.
Always is.
All right. To close the poll. Thank y'all for being here all night. Like, you guys being here strong. And I know there's other stuff going on around the YouTube streets and around this YouTube world. And, one thing we can count on is always having our chat and our members here having fun and participating. And you guys have been great as always. Kemper, you sound like you feeling a little bit better, so I'm happy about that, buddy.
Yeah, I am feeling better. I kept dinner down today. So.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one.
Heck yeah. Well, all right, y'all. I guess until Monday, I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Just how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I inside of me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.